Hey there, Heather Freeman here with the Painted Playground, and I get to teach women how to play with paint. And hope your day is off to a great start. I am continuing to doodle. So I talked last week kind of doodling every day, part of my morning routine, and lots of people were watching live, watching the replay, and so I thought let's keep the momentum going, and I'm doodling, so I might as well doodle with you. So got my doodling pad out, and last week was crazy, and some of those videos, I think I was falling over my words. It was just a crazy week in my house, and had a lot going on, and in the middle of a move, and school starting up, and so I got a ton of emails talking about which choice for my kid, and both of them have like 3 choices of how to go about school this year. And then my husband and I were celebrating our 20th anniversary, so lots of good things going on, and doodling was just so helpful to have that as part of my day, because it was one of those weeks where it was the one thing I could do in the morning, and I could get my creative time in and feel productive and feel like I could let that creative voice be expressed. And there were days last week that I did not get to paint. I love to paint every day, but I just couldn't. There was just too much going on, and I had to wait until the weekend, and it was hard. But because I got to doodle every day, I felt like, okay, this is putting me in a good place. Even though I had a ton of things going on, being able to doodle really centered me. So it's not only for strengthening that connection with your creative voice and making that unique mark every time in the sketchbook, but it's also so good for just centering yourself and putting yourself in a really good place to go about the rest of your day. And whether or not you get to create any more during the day, you can feel accomplished that you did something. It doesn't have to be long. 5 to 10 minutes is all it takes to doodle, and the more you doodle, the more you are able to make that unique mark. So the more you doodle, the more you find shapes and lines that you love to make, and you'll start to see that in your doodling, and you can go through your doodles and start to pick out some of those things that really resonate. And you also have a library of doodling marks to pick from. If you ever feel stuck in the painting process, you can come back to your sketchbook and pick out a mark that you absolutely love and put it into your painting. So we're going to keep on doodling today. I'm going to flip you around, so hang on for the ride. And get you positioned here. This free page here. If you want to go back and see what we doodled last week, you can just go into my Facebook feed and check out the videos there. See a lot going on my table right now. I need to move some things around. Okay. And I want to do that. All right, there we go. So today, where'd my little card go? We're doing the swirly. We're doing the swirlies. Swirlies are super fun to play with. And we can start out with some simple swirls. And all I'm working on, I've got a sketch pad. So it's a thinner paper. It's different from what I would use for painting on. This is a little too thin to paint on, and it would bleed through. And even when I make marks, this one not so bad, but sometimes you can see right through it. And so I will skip a page and go to the next opposite page to start doodling, because sometimes you can see through that back page. And I've just got I'm loving these Micron pens. They're archival, and you can use whatever pen you want, of course, whatever you have, make it easy on yourself, right? And you can doodle with whatever. But there are just some pros and cons, and I talked about that last week, and you can go back and check that out if you want. So let's start with, how about we do link some ease. So linking ease, we're just going to start out by, this is all about loosening up. So whatever feels right. And we're just going to make some cursive ease. Feel free to say hello when you join. Let me know where you're watching from. So linking ease, it's just a super fun way to get that hand moving. You can really stretch out those ease, play with that, or you can make them nice and tight, closer together. And then the looser you get, the more of your mark comes out on a sketch pad. We can try, how about we do some, we'll loop our ease. So maybe we'll do one up, one down, one up. And that really makes the brain kind of think, all right, one up, one down. See how that goes. That's kind of fun. So we're doing one up, one down, one up. That is super fun. We could do some, how about we do some spirals. So with spirals, you can start in the center and go outwards. Right? You can make a tiny one. You can make it really big. Tiny swirls, big swirls. And then you can always play around and start with the outside and see what happens. See, that just feels, that looks a little bit more organic to me. And it's just switching it up for your brain. Starting on the outside and going in. It's not about being perfect or looking perfect. It's all about getting that unique mark. So let's see this. Let's do a little, like a curvy line. How about we do like a swirl here and a swirl here? Maybe add some swirls on that way. Keep going with our swirls. So I don't know if you can see that. So see through there with my other swirls from the other page. So that's how I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. We'll do some more swirls on this side. Some bigger swirls. So this might show up as a design in my painting on its own. This might show up as leaves. I could see that becoming a leaf for a flower. Could really play around with that. This might become a design inside another shape. So I might use my swirls to play around inside a shape to build up a shape. those upside down opposite. Those are super fun. It really makes my brain have to think, not get too stuck in the same motion. Maybe I'll do like a swirl this way, and then just add on to that swirl, and I could add a little swirly in the inside. Or maybe I could add a swirl in here. So lots of fun ways to play around with your doodles and your swirls. Do a couple little swirlies on both ends and a little upside down E. So it's fun just to see kind of where your doodles take you. Do another little swirly on this side. You can connect your swirls. Do a little grouping of swirls. I can see this becoming maybe a flower of some sort. Like these are the petals. Connecting all these little swirls. Could do a little loop-de-loop swirl there. We could add another swirl in there. Could leave it like that, or we could come in and we could color that in. So lots of options with your swirls and lots of different ways to add to it. Create some depth and create some character with your swirls. Let's see. This way. Yeah, and then if you are interested, I have a free Facebook group, studio group, where we just kind of get together, we pal around and share our artwork and get to play with paint together. I was thinking of doing a little paint challenge in there where we paint, you know, over the course of like 4 or 5 days. We'll paint a canvas. So if you want to join that, I'll pop a link into the description of this video and you can check that out. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doodling here. Okay. I'd love to see where your doodles take you. You can share in that group, is a great place to share some of your doodles. So have a great day, everybody. I got this crazy loop-de-loop right there. Have a great day, and I will see you next time at the canvas. All right, bye for now.